Hello everyone, I am Nimarjeet from Pratapal School Pathankot and you all are welcome to my online English class. Through this video, I will be explaining the first poem from the book Literature Reader for the class 7th, and the name of the poem is Tigers Forever. Tigers Forever is a poem which has been taken from the book of Ruskin Bond. The name of the book itself is Tigers Forever. It's a book of poems and stories, and let's start the poem. Before we start the poem, let's find out a few things about the poet himself, Ruskin Bond. Ruskin Bond is a well-known Indian author of British descent. He lives in Missouri in India. He has played a great role in the growth of children's literature in India. The alma mater of Ruskin Bond is Bishop Cotton School, Shimla, which is one of the most prominent schools in India. He is very well known for his English novel Our Trees Still Grow in Dehra, for which he has got Sahitya Academy Award in 1992. Many of you might also heard about his another novel, The Blue Umbrella. Ruskin Bond also received Padma Bhushan and Padma Shri Award. Now let's start the poem Tigers Forever. I will read out the poem first for you people and then we'll be doing the paraphrasing of the poem. May there always be tigers in the jungles and tall grass. May the tiger's roar be heard. May his thunder be known in the land. At the forest pool by moonlight, may he drink and raise his head, scenting the night wind. May he crouch low in the grass when the herdsmen pass, and slumber in dark caverns when the sun is high. May there always be tigers, but not so many that one of them might be tempted to come into my room in search of a meal. Through this poem, Ruskin Bond expresses his wish that the tigers should live forever and never become extinct. Many of us know that tigers are now an endangered species. They are on the verge of extinction. So through this poem, the poet expresses his prayers, his wish that the tigers may live forever. The poem begins with, May there always be tigers. Now the poet uses the word may there always be tigers because he is praying for the life of the tigers, for the life and the security of the tigers. In the jungles and tall grass, the poet says that may the tigers be found in the jungles and among the tall grass. May the tigers roar be heard. May his thunder be known in the land. The poet prays for tigers even though it's a very dangerous animal because they balance the rest of the ecosystem on the earth. So the poet prays that they may always be found in the jungles among the tall grass. The poet says his roar should be heard among the people. It should be heard by the people because if the people will hear it, only then they will be scared of these tigers and keep themselves away from jungles, which will not only save the wildlife but also the forest as well. Next paragraph. At the forest pool by moonlight, may he drink and raise his head, scenting the night wind. The poet says that may the tiger be found in the midnight by the forest pool. May he be found drinking water in the midnight under the light of the moon, and may he drink and raise his head, scenting the night wind. The poet says that the night wind is very important for the tiger because it is in the night wind only that it can sense the smell of a prey. So it goes out for a prey in the night and it can smell through the wind the smell of its prey. May he crouch low in the grass when the herdsmen pass. The poet says that the tiger hunts the animals by jumping upon the herds of animals when they are taken to pastures and back by the herdsmen. Pastures is the lands which are used for the grazing of the animals. So the poet says, may he crouch low in the crouch low in the grass. It's a certain position. Many of you might have seen that the tiger, before it jumps on jumps on its prey, on the animal that it's going to eat, it crouches, it bends its body. It's a certain position so that he can jump with the force. So the poet wishes that may he crouch low in the grass when the herdsmen pass, and may it so that it can jump on the animals that have come for grazing the grass, and slumber in dark caverns when the sun is high. The poet wishes that the tiger may fall asleep when the sun is high in the sky in the dark caverns of the jungle. Caverns means the deep caves, big deep caves in the jungle. Slumber, the meaning of slumber means sleep. Moving towards the last stanza. May there always be tigers, but not so many that one of them might be tempted to come into my room in search of a meal. So you might have noticed that from a very serious tone in the first two stanzas, the poet suddenly shifts to a very humorous tone in the last stanza. The poet wishes that may there always be tigers, that the tigers may live forever, but not so many that one of them might be tempted to come into my room. The poet likes the tigers being alive in the forest. He likes the tiger hunting goats or cow from the herds. He likes them sleeping and roaring and frightening the people. But the poet does not like a tiger enter his room to eat him. The poet does not like to become meal of the hungry tiger. That's all in the poem. I hope you all understand the poem. Please try to listen to it again and again so that you can have a better understanding of it. Have a good day. Take care of yourself. Thank you.